Hi everybody, and welcome to Book Reaction, where I read a book in its entirety and react to it. So the book I've selected today is George Orwell's Animal Farm from 1945. I've done a little research ahead of time, but I haven't read the full text. So what I'm going to do is read the book and react to it. So here we go. Chapter 1. And that's chapter 1. So, as I would say to my students, this is the exposition. This is the part of the story where the characters and the conflict are introduced. In this case, we are introduced to Old Major, the old boar, who's trying to foment revolution among the animals. They've been treated very poorly, and he's encouraging them to fight for their rights, fight for their freedom. So, let's see what happens in chapter 2. And Old Major is dead. So there you go, right in the first sentence. So here early on in the book, we can see the pigs are the schemers. They don't do any actual work, but they seem to be the villains of this piece. But the book is saying that the animals are still happy. The revolution has gone well. Everyone is still happy, and the ideals of the revolution are still intact. This is a great Orwellian phrase here, brain workers. So it says, "We pigs are brain workers," and that's the excuse they use for stealing all the milk and the apples. I am actually reading the book, by the way, just in case you're thinking I'm not. That's called Committing to the Bit. Okay, let's see what happens in chapter 5. This book is getting more and more unpleasant, but in a good way, a good literary way, if you know what I mean. And here in chapter 9, we see the betrayal of Boxer, who gets sent to the glue factory. Now, I would call that the climax of the book. Now, I was reading an online study guide, and they put the climax back in chapter 7, when the hens revolted. And far be it from me to contradict an online study guide, but I don't think that's right. Boxer's a major character, and his betrayal is like the last atrocity in a long line of atrocities. Wouldn't put it in chapter 7. I mean, name any movie or book where the climax is at the 3/4 mark. The climax is always at the end of the book. But what do I know? And there you go. As the book ends, it was impossible to tell the difference between the pigs and the men, which I think is Orwell's way of saying that all political systems are corrupt. It doesn't matter which one you live in, there is no hope. That's a great bleak ending to a book, by the way. I always like a great bleak ending. And by the way, the movie versions of Animal Farm, the 1954 and the 1999 versions, both copped out, both gave happy endings. Shame, shame. Anyway, that's book reaction. Thanks for watching. So let me know in the comments what book you want me to react to next time. I think I'm going to pick something more lighthearted, so you can choose between The Sea by Iris Murdoch or Last Exit to Brooklyn by Hubert Selby Jr. So if you like this video, share it, subscribe to the channel. Until next time.